How's it looking?
It's looking. It's looking, right? Hey, it's dog days right now, man. We're just grinding. Everybody, man, mental tough. Coach Stein, man, he's really pushing us, as a staff and as a football team. It's been great. It's been hot, which is awesome. Guys are sweating and getting after each other. We're kind of almost tired of hitting each other, striking up. We're ready to hit somebody else maybe. Not quite there yet, but the guys are really working.
Everybody talks about Will Stein as the offensive guy, the quarterback whisperer. What's he all about when it comes to defense?
He pushes, he challenges us. Okay, he always comes in our meetings. He's very smart. He'll talk coverages. He'll say, "Hey, Coach Stu, what's happening right here?" Right? He's a head coach, and he knows ball. He knows what's going on, and so he challenges us every day to be the best version of ourselves, so that we can push our young men to be their best. Right? And so it's great. A lot of energy. Man, he's on the microphone, so his next job, he might be a DJ, who knows? But he's awesome, man. A lot of energy. The guys are all bought in, man, and we're just working each and every day.
Anwar, how different is what your guys are doing in this scheme versus what you all were asking them to do in the previous scheme, or is it that different?
This is a very aggressive, up the field defense. The guys love it. It fits every one of them. I think Grace and Jaden Williams, it has really, really fit what they do. They've really been playing really fast. Now, we still got some big boys in the middle with Hartless and Wiseman, and Big K. And so it's a great defense, man. I tell you what, man, it's fast, it's physical. We can play fast, we can slow it down. We can jump in and out of different defenses, different fronts. And so it's very diverse, and the guys are really taking on the challenge of learning it.
I've heard a few people mention Big K now throughout the summer and the fall. Just what have you seen out of his development, and how's he doing at kind of coming up?
Kaylin had a really good offseason. He's probably lost 15, 20 pounds, gained some muscle, kind of walks around with his shirt off now. I'm like, whoa, you're not there yet, that type of thing. Just a really good kid from Dyersburg, Tennessee. Good country kid, does everything right. Just love him. And he's just working hard. Only thing he does is works hard. He comes to work every day. He's always early, always late, leaves late, and all the guys love him. And so that's the thing. They kind of get on him a little bit because he's kind of like the little brother, right? But just a really good kid, man, and he's really playing. He's making a lot of plays for us right now, and we're really excited about him.
Same question about Gadsden. Just what are you seeing about him? He just received some preseason.
Man, he's just steady. Tay is steady. He works hard and he just grinds. That's what he does. I think one of the things that he's really done this year is really opened up leadership, accountability. It's one of the things that we ask of our upperclassmen, and so he's really taken on that role. Apparently, he's a cook. He has some of the guys over to eat and everything. But just a really good kid. He got engaged, and this is why I coach, right? It's for these young men, and just to see our young men continue to grow and do those type of things, is awesome, right? Becoming from a boy to a man, that's what it's about, and so that's what I love, what I do.
Jaden Williams, we saw him down the stretch a little bit last year. What are your expectations now that he's out?
You're going to see a lot of Jaden. You're going to see a lot of him. I tell you what, he's a mismatch inside. He's probably one of the strongest guys on the team. Had a really good offseason, strong, twitchy. He's really worked on his knee bend, the ankle bend, to be able to turn the corner. He's done some really good things for us, and we're really expecting huge things from him.
Is it, Anwar, with him in this new scheme, is it just taps into his maybe athleticism more, and that's why he's kind of, maybe it fits him better? I don't know.
Exactly. And one of those things, he's worked hard. He's worked really hard this offseason on working on it being, like we said, his get off, his explosion, the weight room, he's killing it. And what he's doing is really translating, right? The weight room's got to translate over to the football field. And that's really done. He's done a really good job of that this spring and now into the summer and the fall. So we're expecting, huge things from him.
What a Wiseman, what does he bring you all, and what has he kind of shown you so far?
Wiseman is he's like our little muscle man, right? He's compact, he's twitchy, he knocks back, he's really strong, and he's not 6'4", 6'5", he's probably 6'1", but the thing about him, he plays with leverage, he knocks guys back, and he's just a really good football player. And so we're really expecting his twitch, his quickness, inside, and for him like to cut plays off and make plays.
And when we've talked to players in the past for years about learning the new verbiage of different schemes and all that, but what's it like for a coach who has to learn the new way to do things under a new head coach and really own it so you can teach it well?
Yes, sir. It's a lot of sitting down with Coach Bateman one-on-one as a defensive staff, and especially like you talked about, right? So how last year's been, the guys that was here last year and now, what you try to do is you try to find plays that they can relate to, and then you just say, hey, well, this is just like this, and then so they understand it, and so that's kind of like how we do it. But it's just spending time with the guys also, because I'm learning as we go also. And so as I learn, I'm teaching them. But the great thing about these young men is they're smart. They're really good students, and they're even better football players, and they pick up really fast.
Anwar, talk a little bit about the measuring stick that your guys get going up against these offensive linemen every day.
It's great, right? It makes us better. We're making them better too, right? And that's what we talk about, right? The competitive, right? We talk about competitive stamina, the ability to go as hard as you can for 60 minutes, right? If you can do that with a top offensive line that we have here, then we're going to have a big edge when we get, into the season. And so it's all about just grinding, getting after them. They're getting after us, and we're just making each other better.
We talked about what this defense now looks like under Stein. What about working alongside Bateman? How does he kind of?
Bateman is awesome. Great personality, funny, but very high, right? High intensity. Man, he has a lot of energy. He expects a lot from us. And every day, man, he's giving it to us. And so, but Coach Bateman's he's an awesome DC. He loves what he does, of course. And just a really, really good guy. Really good guy. You guys should sit down and talk to him. I mean, he's funny, man. He's got a lot of jokes, a lot of stories. And but you know what? We're very pleased to have him.
I was going to ask, he's got a deep bag of one-liners.
He does have a
Do you have a favorite one that you've heard?
Nah, hey. What happens in our room stays in our room. Nope, I don't have a favorite one.
I think he shouted out Tyler Thomas on media too. What have you seen from him?
Tyler Thomas has been like a big surprise I'll be honest with y'all. Like, man, he's gained a lot of muscle. He's probably gained 20 pounds of muscle. We've been able to move him around, play him in different positions. When you turn the film on, you see 97 showing up over and over again. He's physical in the run game. He's long. He can play with extension. He strikes guys, gets after guys. The great thing about Tyler, he's very quiet. He don't say a whole lot, but he writes down everything. He's a student of the game, just a great kid, great personality, and we're very excited to have him. And I'm hoping to have him for a couple more years, because I tell you what, like, this is the type of kid that you want in your program. Just a really good young man, and just goes about his business every day.
A guy we haven't heard as much about. Like, what can you say about Brian Robinson, the way he's developing and coming along?
Brian's been doing well. Brian's been doing really good. Brian's one of those guys that, he's steady. He's just grinding, right? And he just goes about his business every day. Brian has had a good camp. And so we're just going to continue. My job is to keep pushing him to be the best version. I know everybody's waiting on Brian Robinson, right, to break out. God's willing, this is his year, okay? He's going to have that opportunity, and it's my job to get his butt ready to go, and he's been doing a really good job, and then we just got to finish up strong.
You guys have been picked to finish in the third of the league. Talking Heads already got Youngstown State upsetting Kentucky. Yeah. How does that play in your room, or does it?
It doesn't play in our room. It's about us. It's Coach Stein, Coach Bateman. That's every day, right? Guys, it's all about us. If we go out and work every day and practice and get after each other, compete. When September the 5th comes, let's see what happens, right? But right now, we're worried about August the 12th. Okay, we're worried about today. We're worried about tomorrow when tomorrow gets here. But it's just all about us. It's all about us at the end of the day.
You think this year's the year that CJ Works can become a household name around Kentucky? I mean, we've heard a lot about him.
CJ has a lot of talent. Long, athletic. You can see some Josh Allen in him. Coach Washington has done a really good job with him. And, man, he still hasn't even scratched the surface. I mean, he's still a baby, right? He's still a baby. Like, it's every day he comes up, hey, Coach Stu, I'm ready to get on the D-line. I'm like, whoa. He's out 2-6. I'm like, no, you're not. This is where, but just a really good kid and goes by his been. I'll tell you what, like, with him and Lorenzo, Sam, like, really excited about those guys. Adding Barry into this. Like, Coach Washington, man, he's got some really good guys. And on third down, man, those guys, you're going to see those guys flying around, getting after the quarterback at the end of the day.
Anwar, how often are you and Tony working together, since you've got kind of guys that are kind of, feels like you got guys that are overlapping, maybe half D-line, half kind of that outside linebacker
We do,
type?
you know, and one of the things, like, me and Tony have really developed a really good relationship. If y'all want to know, me and him have like these, we went and both bought Traegers. And so right now it's like, we're like the smoke guy right now. So we're like smoking everything, cooking, taking pictures, send it to him. He'll send me one back. I'm like, all right. So we just trying to one up each other. But he's just a great guy, smart. He's been around, right? He's been around a long time. And so, you know, we're really going to be able to sit down and talk third down with Coach Bateman. You know, how can we get these guys that are very talented? How can we get them free? How can we get them scheming where they get one-on-ones and things like that to let those guys go hunt and be successful?
And our Coach Bateman talked to us recently about maybe not blitzing as much as people might think he does. Are you seeing that you have the pass rush potential up front to where you don't have to sell out?
Well, if you look at the last couple Super Bowls, right, they won up front. Championship teams, right, have unbelievable fronts, right, where you don't even have to blitz. My 4 is better than your 5. That's my goal, right? My goal is to develop these young men where, man, we go out, right, they're prepared, they're ready to go, and they just go out, man, be physical and dominate. Like, at the end of the day, that's what I want. When we can get that, I can sleep at night. Okay, and that's how I go, right? That's how I go. My 4 can get after your 5, and when that happens, like, yeah, we can sleep a little bit, right? But that's the goal of this thing, and so, man, that's the goal, and that's what we're gonna work towards.
And more, you brought up about Brian, about like everyone's waiting for him to break out, and it's your job to get that out of him. But how has he kind of maybe dealt with just the whole, he hasn't maybe lived up to what he wants to be yet?
Listen, Brian is a great young man. He understands, right? He's realistically, like, he understands, like, he's got to come earn it every day, right? Everybody was good in high school, right? Everybody had all these expectations, but now when you get in college, like, everybody, right? You got to show up, right? Every day, right? We talk about deposits, right? I got to put deposits in every day. I got to stack days every day. When I do that, then at the end of the year, I can go back to the bank, right? And I can withdraw. And so that's what Brian is doing, right? Every day he's depositing, hard work. And at the end of this thing, like, he's going to be able to go back and withdraw from this, okay? And so that's where we are with Brian. And Brian's been great young man. He's actually kind of got out of his shell, right? Now he kind of dances. He got wearing cowboy hats, doing all this extra stuff. I'm like, okay, Brian. I'm like, all right, but you know what? That's what it's all about, these young men, watching them continue to grow and show their personalities.
Bateman said he tried to hire you in Florida once, got you a nice raise here.
He did.
How was the relationship before you guys got there?
Well, it's good. You know what? As a coach, I think that our goal is to put a product out that you can be proud of. And when teams are calling you and want to hire you, like, it just kind of be like, okay, like, I'm doing something right, okay? Me, y'all know I'm all about Kentucky. I love Kentucky. My family loves Kentucky. I played here. It's going to be hard to pull me away from the Big Blue Nation, okay? And so me, like, it ain't about the money. It's about our young men. And when everything went down last year, when we all sat down in our position room, I told those guys, right, we're going to start what we finish. And I promised them that, and I made a word of it. They can always trust me. I tell them, my words and actions will always match each other. They can trust that I'm going to push them to be the best version of themselves, okay? Every day we're going to work. We're going to get out of it, and we're going to be successful. So that's what it's about.
All right, thanks.
Virgil, you've asked a lot about the pass rush. How do you feel like it's kind of playing out so far in this defense?
So it's doing really well. Me, the guy CJ, Sam's coming back. We were doing really good. I feel like Coach Bateman is doing a good job of involving us in the rush while still balancing us in coverage. But I feel like Coach C-Dub is doing an amazing job at developing us as pass rushers for sure.
How different is what they're asking you to do in this scheme versus what you did the last year?
I feel like we're definitely more involved in the rush, but also I feel like you really can't assume that we're going to be rushers. Versus last year, I feel like it was easier to kind of assume what we were going to be doing as a Jack in comparison to Coach Bateman's defense.
Was there anything that you could carry over, or was it almost like cleansing what you knew to relearn something now?
I think football is football, and the type of player you are, hopefully with high effort, I like to try to be every day. That carries over no matter who's your coach, what type of scheme you're in. Honestly, just effort and angles.
What's it like facing the Will Stein offense in practice each day? What does that do for you guys?
It's fast. Facing Coach Stein's offense and Coach Sloan is just honestly you have to be able to have good eyes. You have to be able to know what you're doing and know how to adjust with different formations and shifts. So honestly, it just helps us all from the front end to the back end with recognition and understanding how what we have to do is affected by what the offense is doing for sure.
We've heard that this defense might be a little more complicated, but can free you guys up a little bit more? How does that work?
Absolutely. I think Coach Bateman is a genius, especially in terms of just giving everybody one job. And when everybody has one job and they focus on that one job, we just leave it up to Coach Bateman to figure out the rest. And we play fast, we do our job, and honestly, we make plays just by doing our job.
And so it seems like the tempo of practice is faster this year. How does that help you or challenge you as a player?
I think it challenges you just about getting in shape. I think that Coach Stein, he harps on he gives a big emphasis on making practice harder in the games, and us having a fast pace is just, it's self-explanatory. We practice fast. Hopefully, the game will come by slower than practice will.
What's it like to have your head coach on a mic throughout the practice?
I'm used to it, but at this point, it's fun, especially when he gets turned. It's just like, all right, yeah. But sometimes he's with us, sometimes he's against us. It doesn't matter. Either I'm gonna be like, yeah, let's prove him right, or if he's with the offense that day, we're gonna be like, nah, watch this. Just competition.
How did the offseason get you better prepared to battle with some of these big guys on this new offensive line?
Yeah, for sure. With Coach Roberts in the offseason, he's worked us like crazy. He's got us in the best shape possible to attack fall camp each and every day. I think with Evan just being in the training room, I think he's also put us in the best position to recover after the long workouts with Coach Roberts, and I think that's put us all, not just me, in the best position to grow, get the muscle mass, and strike people.
You look bulked up a bit. Have you seen that play out on the practice field?
Thank you. Yes, I feel more confident. I feel more violent as a player, and I'm just gonna keep working towards that with the help of Coach Roberts and T-Dub being on my behind every day.
How have you seen your brother kind of approach this year as he gets so much more attention going into this?
He's just locked in. He's not worried about the outside noise. I talk to him every day. What matters to us is just today and getting better. And for him specifically, obviously I'm not in his head, but as far as I can see, he's only worried about today. He's only worried about getting better. And he has been getting better, and he has been learning. He has been becoming more of a 4D player. So honestly, I'm proud of him.
Coach Stewart just said he was getting a little more vocal leadership, cooking some food for people. Have you seen that from him?
Absolutely. The D-line goes out every day to go get to eat big guys. I don't know what that's about. But he's becoming more of a leader. He's always been a leader in my life, but more of a team player. He's definitely been coming into his voice more recently.
What kind of challenge is it going up against guys like Hurd and Wood, and how does that bring out things in your game?
Yeah, iron sharpens iron. I love those guys. We go at it every day. It's reps that they win, is reps that we win. Honestly, just accepting, we're going against real guys. So we're going to work our things. They're going to work their things. We're not going to worry about, hey, I'm finna work this move today, and however he reacts to it, okay, we're going to go off that. We just honestly just working off of each other, iron sharpens iron every day, just going at it. Resetting from yesterday's practice and just worrying about today's practice and getting after it.
Obviously, the first few days of fall camp still under our belt, but just how are you guys looking overall in terms of depth and some guys who have maybe caught you by surprise?
Football's football. It's a violent game. I feel like we have the guys to play. We have the guys to be violent, and we have the guys to know the scheme and attack the scheme how the coaches want us to do it. And if we can do that, numbers are numbers. We have however many guys on the team. I feel like we can all play if we can just have the mindset to be violent, to know the plays and play football.
CJ, what made you want to stick around and sign on to this project, the new staff?
A lot of things, honestly. honestly. But just being in the SEC, being able to compete against the best players in the country, you know you're going to go against a draft pick every week. That's just exciting.
What do you like about Coach Bateman's scheme and specifically what they're asking you to do?
I love Coach Bateman's scheme. He just allows you to get after the passer, and that's what I want to do. You know what I'm saying?
What is it about it that you love it? It's just more aggressive. What is it like? We're hearing a lot of players say that. So why are they saying that? Why are the players saying that? You think?
I mean, you're gonna see most.
Okay.
He just allows us to play fast. The type of scheme it is,
Mm-hmm.
he gonna allow us to get after the quarterback, get on edges, do what we need to do to win games.
How has it changed your outlook as a player? Like, how has it truly improved your game personally, being under this new leadership of a new DC and head coach?
Just the focus of getting 1% better every day. That's something Coach Stein talk about all the time. Just like, no matter what's going on outside the building, just focus on today. That's something I got better at.
Matchups that you've seen with these tackles, they're no joke from a physical standpoint.
Hey, we got some ballers. I love going against 53. He gives us his best looks. I mean, I just want to get better. That's who I see when we go line up in pass rush. That's who I want to go against. 53. He a dog.
And you feel like, I mean, you're probably not going to see too many looks
Like that,
in the
nah.
season.
Not like 53. I mean, there's not a lot of tackles like him, so just going against him every time, that's going to get me better.
What makes him unique to go against?
I say he switch up his kick.
Mm-hmm.
Or he just going to attack you in many different ways.
Okay.
If you beat him in one way, he not going to let you beat him that way twice. So I say that.
Coach Stewart just dropped a Josh Allen comparison for you. What does it say when you hear these kind of lofty talks about what you could be?
Yeah, that's huge to me. I just want to stay focused, have the best season I could possibly have. But yeah, that's crazy.
Is that a player that you watched a lot and really know his game very well?
For sure. I mean, it's kind of hard not to see a lot of his tape. So, yeah, I done seen a lot of Josh Allen.
What is it about his game that you really look up to and kind of strive to follow in his footsteps?
I just like his get off and his chop. Yeah, his chop, man. He getting off the rock. It's going to get him to the quarterback every time.
How have you kind of adjusted? You know, we've heard a lot about kind of the blend of the positions a little bit with D-line and Jack, but Jack's kind of similar to what you've done before, but a new position. How have you kind of adjusted to that newness with all that?
Just like I said, just getting 1% better every day. Just focusing up on my technique, all that type of stuff matters. My first step, all that type. Yeah, for sure.
Do you feel like Coach Roberts and what the work you guys did in the offseason got you better prepared to take on the rigors this season?
For sure. Coach Roberts is my dog. I mean, he done got us mentally tough and physically tough, so I appreciate him. He pushes us every day. It's not a day he don't come in here and give it his all. I appreciate Roberts.
Did you have a focus of what you wanted to do in the offseason, kind of changing the body a little?
Yeah, I wanted to gain weight, maintain my weight during the summer. So I'm still focused on that goal, but yeah.
What do you weigh right now?
250.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else?